Hi, my name's Dr. Rob Sheely. I want to talk to you about the initial consultation in our office. The reason I want to do that is there's so many patients that don't seem to understand what it takes to get to the place where we understand what the problem is or the process, that sometimes people don't understand that we actually have to do an examination before we start treating. That is rare these days, but there's still people that call and they say that all they want is the adjustment because they know what the problem is. And I get it. I think in some ways, if I would have a bad tooth problem and I located it and I go in and say, I just want the tooth pulled, or I just want whatever done on that tooth because I know where the problem is. I get it, but still they have to do a bit of an exam. They have to look around and they have to be able to identify, but they're focused just on the mouth. What people don't understand is with chiropractic care, we deal with the nervous system, and the nervous system is connected to the brain, the spinal cord. It goes everywhere. So symptoms have to be analyzed and chased down based on history, consult, understanding, and what kind of symptoms. It's a lot more complex than people think. But I want to quickly run through a little bit of the paperwork when you come in. We have a couple of forms here, the intake history that gives us the basic information, a basic idea of what you're here for, what the problems are. This paperwork is usually done before you see me. There's a couple of pages here that asks for your permission to use email and text to communicate with you. We have a medical records release so that we can get your records from other doctors that may have some information that we need. We also have a direct assignment of benefits. It's a 3-page thing. We use this a lot with personal injury cases and worker comp cases, and it's just a kind of a standard thing that we need to have you acknowledged for us to even bill your insurance company. And then we have a form that's a patient consent form for the use of information in AI systems. I use a system, actually I use this microphone when we take notes and when I do the consultation, in order to get the information in a detailed format. We record everything, and I have templates that I've created that pull out the very important information and reorganize them. It's been a great help for me, and I just can't I choose not to practice without it because it is so helpful. I'm trying to stay up with learning all the stuff that we need to stay current. And then this last thing is, if you miss an appointment, you get charged like you do in most offices. That's the initial paperwork. That is what we need to have you fill out before we actually get you down in front of the computer and go through a little process there that sets you up in our system as a new patient.